welcome to yet another amazing Minute Microscopy. I'm Eric Rosenblatt, and today I'd like to talk about the environment. No, not the rational scientific side of things, more the court jester angle. Yeah, I'd like to talk about banning gas cars. So, recently here in Washington, the state legislature passed what they call Clean Cars 2030, a bill which aims to restrict the purchase of passenger and light duty vehicles to electric only, effectively banning the people of this state from buying new gas powered cars. Why aren't we all riding scooters and motorcycles? So while I do understand the sentiment, as usual with anything government, it's misguided, myopic, naive, and will likely have the opposite effect that they say it will. Plus, with a convoluted and vague set of rules, you can rest assured it'll be anything but simple. But the shit show that is government, it's really not what I want to talk about here. Assuming this legislation sticks, it carries with it a mountain of issues and questions. The first and most hypocritical of which is none other than, the environment. While gas cars mess with the atmosphere, electric cars mess with the skin of the earth. It's all about batteries. Mining lithium is pretty destructive, and batteries don't have a very long life. So I guess, what do we do with all the defective ones? How much of the earth are we willing to dig up to make replacements or discard the bad ones? And furthermore, depending on where your energy comes from, even if you buy an electric car, you could end up with a net zero result. As the saying goes, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. I mean, why aren't we all using nuclear power by now? Then there are the practical considerations. With inflation and car prices going all haywire right now, cost, it's a significant factor. Electric cars cost considerably more than their gas-powered counterparts, especially if you intend to install a charging system at home. But why don't we just subsidize the difference? Well, that's already a thing. And like I said, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. You'll ultimately still pay the full price. A major concern about widespread adoption of electric cars is grid capacity. And, that makes sense considering most power grids in the US are already heavily strained. So adding a large demand to the system could break it. Charging your electric car isn't the same thing as charging your cell phone, after all. It requires a lot of energy. So is the grid ready for every home and parking space to add at least 2 air conditioners? Well, I don't know. Ask Texas. Road trip! Yeah, that's a massive source of worry regarding electric cars. If the only new car you can purchase in Washington is an electric one, and you want to take your family on a cross-country drive, is there sufficient infrastructure across the nation to support such a journey? Or even within the state? With an average range of maybe 200 miles, your pea green electric family truckster would be making pretty frequent charging stops. And unlike the road trips of my youth, it's not like a 10-minute break to fill the tank, take a piss, and buy some snacks. No, this would be like a 6-hour stop. Better crack open that novel when you get to the gas station. You'll be there a while. With electric cars such as they are, there's no way to quickly fill up and be on their way. Well, unless manufacturers adopt my fast swap battery sled idea. Okay, well, why not make it a super leisurely drive and stay at a motel every 4 hours? Well, imagine a pile of Washingtonians descending on a Motel 6 in Montana with their electric cars wanting to stay the night to charge up. Does every parking space have a charge port? What if they don't have enough, or any for that matter? What do you do then? Unlike when you run out of gas on the highway, you can't just call AAA to bring you a couple gallons of gas to get your family to the nearest gas station. You'll have to be towed to a charging location if you run out of power. And you'd better enjoy the place they tow you to because, well, you'll have a lot of time to familiarize yourself with that place while you charge up. Though, I don't want people to get the impression I'm taking a dump on electric cars. No, they really are the future, and in many ways are superior to petrol vehicles. But things take time to change, and that's okay. We'll get there in the end. But the surest way to shoot ourselves in the foot is to dictatorially mandate everyone adopt a promising but adolescent technology. People are going to be rioting in the streets and going back to their gas cars faster than you can say,
So.